Okay, hello everyone. Actually, this presentation was supposed to be presented by GTO, but he couldn't make it, so he asked me for a little help, and I am covering. So complicated questions should go to this email address, gto@sun.com. And I will be printing Presto, the new project which is supposed to make our life easier and help setting up printers. Okay. So the agenda for this session is why Presto. So I will try to explain why this project came into life. Then printer management tools on Unix. So currently what we have. And then Presto, a little overview about architecture, print manager, basic requirements for this project, supported print systems, so what actually we can do. Programming language, why this programming language was chosen, a little overview about the threads, group manager, integration with the Solaris desktop, and roadmap for future releases. So why Presto? Okay, I asked myself why not, but it's not convenient for everyone. So after Solaris 10, there was a survey which showed that configuring printing on Solaris is the hardest thing for the users. So this project will help users to set up printers very quickly and easily. So as I told, this is the hardest task to complete. Improve users' experience, so auto-detection. This project is about to auto-detect printers, auto-discover over network printers. So it's using SMF for managing network queues. And also tighter desktop integration, so we will have some notification area, some nice UI application, and applet for adding printers. Okay. So currently we had tools wrapped around command line output, which are slow, sometimes sluggish, and not perfectly working. And tools based on printing libraries. Okay, so first we will go and see what are the current opportunities to configure printer and to see what is happening. So those are the printers which are using wrappers for command line tools. And we have currently DT-Print Info, which is the first printing management tool, then GNOME Print Info and Print Manager. So let's have a quick look at DT-Print Info. I should have it here. Print Info, okay. So let's see what is happening with DT-Print Info. DT-Print Info. Okay, so it's not working. So let's see GNOME Print Info. What is happening? I am just tracing the output. What this tool is happening, so we can see a lot of stack from LPstat, from LPQ. So it's actually checking all the information generated by those tools. And we could see that it takes around 1 second to start application. This GNOME Print Manager can't add the printers, so we need to manually add printers using advanced commands. And if we want to see these advanced commands, we can run Print Manager, which is Java-based UI. This is the newest thing which is available on Solaris, and I don't know if someone of you had chance to use it. How many of you were using? Okay. So let's see how to add printer, new printer. We are typing some name, description, printer port. Let's choose this one, printer. So it's a lot of things that I have no idea how to set up this. Okay. We are waiting a little bit. And then, okay, we have this printer. But what happened here? this command was run. I don't know if this is visible, but it's kind of very long command, lp-admin. So we can see that it's wrapping around this command, and to use dt-print-info, we had to type this command by hand, and it was really nightmare for some users. Okay. Oh. Here. And there is another group of print management tools, so like GNOME Caps Manager, which was here, developed in 2003 by Dave Camp. It uses two applications, GNOME Caps Manager and GNOME Caps Add. Developers were very excited about those tools because those were the first one that actually discovered the printers, and users could add the printers quite easily. And they were, we can see that the GTK was used to integrate this with desktop. But the problem described by Eric Redmond in Caps Horror was that actual user still needs to type a lot of text entries, a lot of information that simple user doesn't know what are some IPP protocols and other things. So actually this symbol is, I asked my girlfriend, what is the most complicated thing in the world? And she answered, woman, so that's why. Okay, the next UI was Printer Drake. This was integrated in Mandriva. So it's actually quite nice. Once someone is plugging the USB printer, it discovers automatically add the printer queue to the system. It can discover printers using SNMP protocols. Users can search for the printers using fuzzy matching. And also it have opportunity to automatic download firmwares and drivers if they are not on our system. The problem is that this is just for CUBs, and as we know, Solaris didn't have CUBs before Nevada 87, I think, yeah. So the another tool which was developed, I think this was developed by Red Hat people. It's System Config Printer. Currently, it's in Ubuntu, and also it's in Red Hat Fedora distribution. It's also quite nice, and it can discover printers using SMB protocols, but still it's for the CAPS printing system. Okay. So that's why the Presto came into life, because this is actually this is architecture of Presto. So that's why the Presto came into life, because this is tool for managing printers for the Sun printing management. And we can see here a little of architecture for the Presto. Oh, I don't have mouse. So this part, kernel, defs, admin, and haldi, is integrated into kernel. Then we have haldevis tree, parts responsible for network printers, and the user interfaces like OSPM applet, but we'll talk about this a little later. So local printer discovery, how it is done. So first of all, the kernel is sending information to the defs admin, and the appropriate def is created for the printer. Later on, the HAL daemon, as we can see here, it's sending signal to HAL devis tree, and also via dbus to OSPM applet, as we can see here. I will do it just bigger. Okay. -ef grep OSPM. So OSPM applet is running in the background, and this is per user process. And once OSPM applet knows that printer was added, it goes to the HAL tree and checks what printer is there. So actually we can see, where is terminal? ls HAL, okay. Grab printer. Yeah. ls HAL. Grab -. Okay, so we can see that there is no printer here. We'll see later that there is a tree in the HAL. And then the dialog pop-ups when the printer is attached to the system. So this is automatically done. If there is OSPM running, then it's refreshed, so the view can be refreshed when new printer is added, and some notification bubble is pop up, and printer can be added using LP admin through the libpuppy. So let's try now to add the printer. This is some Canon Pixma MP500, my computer. Where is USB port? Okay. So attaching. Okay, something is happening. So we can see that the dialog pop-up, Canon MP500, name description is there. We can set the default printer queue, okay. And we are just adding printer. And it's done. Here we have notification area with printers. We can see printers here. Okay, but it's using old GNOME. So it was done automatically. Now the network printer discovery. Currently in the phase 1 of the Presto, the SNMP is supported. Later on MDNS or maybe SMB protocols will be supported as well. So it's quite similar way. Different protocols have different ways of telling that the printer was attached to the network. So we need to ping some networks or send information over network that we need to have information about all the printers in the network. And then if we found new network, the HAL device tree is populated, HAL daemon is sending the signal to the OSPM applet. But now we are not popping up any dialog because in network there can be 1000 printers, so it would be strange to pop up one dialog with 1000 printers. So the OSPM applet is started, not applet but application is started, and we can choose which printer we want to use. Okay. So now the print manager basic requirements, because what I showed before was OSPM applet, HAL device tree. We can see now if the printer is there. Okay, we can see that new printer was added to the HAL device tree. And now we will focus on OSPM application. So there are basic requirements made by developers and people who are designing this application. So the tool must get away from parsing command line. It's slow. The tool must be able to handle a large number of queues for the printers. So as far as I know, G tested this on really big amount of printers. I couldn't fit those printers probably here. The tool must provide functionalities to replace existing tools. I didn't mention before, but the previous tools couldn't add printers. Okay, they could only look at the printers, and the Java-based UI could add the printer, but no one couldn't look if there are any jobs on those printers and so on. So in each tool there was a missing gap for the functionality and integration into desktop. Currently, there is Solaris printing supported. CAPS was integrated into Nevada 87. So during the development time, there was no decision taken to support CAPS, but maybe it will be supported in the future. Okay. Programming language. So C was used to implement this application because the PAPI is written in C. So this was the main reason. And also the GTK is written in C, so it's straightforward to implement those things using Glade or other way of writing widgets. So how many threads? So there are 3 threads for this application. There is 1 thread for UI. There is 1 queue states and job states. So we will see in the application what is queue state and job state. Okay. There is also group manager. So each printer can be assigned to separate groups. There are 3 different groups of group types. There is special group, so all printers in our system. Favorites, so the user can add printer to the favorite group. Static, so this is a list of named print queues. And dynamic, if someone is searching for some printer in our network, then it can go to the dynamic group, and once new printer will be added to our system, this printer will automatically go to this dynamic group. Okay. So let's see how this looks in OSPM. Okay. Okay, so this is actually the part. So we are adding MP500 now. We have groups here, favorite groups. We can just drag and drop some printer here. We can see that it's here. Remove from the favorites. We can see the jobs queue. So this is 1 thread. This is actually another thread, so getting information about states, so processing job ready, and the 3rd thread is the UI. Okay, and we can create some dynamic group. So printer test 3 and dynamic group name contains T. So there can be many of the search criteria. Okay. So find. And test 3, this is dynamic group. We can see that the test ready is created here in this dynamic group. Oh, sorry. So why those groups and how they are used? They are used in the phase 2. There is plan to use those groups in the printer dialog. So when someone will hit the print button, then it will be easy to find the appropriate printer and print to this printer. And also it's utilizing favorites from .printers file. So when someone will add printer there manually, it will also utilize those printers from there. So as I told, the GTK printing dialog, the plan for phase 2 is to integrate this with the printing and dialogues, so the user can easily search. Normally at home, probably you have only 1 or 2 printers, so it's only for big networks. And the roadmap for the Presto project. So local USB auto detection and creation queue, it's already done. In Nevada 69, you could see that automatically we detected USB printers. SNMP network device printing is also already done. The plan is that for OpenSolaris 2008.11, this print manager OSPM will be integrated. Maybe more network printer discovery modules will be added, like Samba printing or MDNS printing, so we could easily print to our, I don't want to say this word, connected to some system printers. CUPS support in OpenSolaris printing manager. I'm not sure, but maybe the plan will be to adopt another printing thing just for the cubes, but the decision is not yet taken. And GTK print dialog for groups and searching the appropriate printers. So this one. Yeah. Okay. So this was quite short because everyone is tired. And if you have any questions now, simple ones.